Howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. So, Genshin. We are at Genshin. I mean, in the last week ish, I've been playing more than 50 hours of Where Winds Meet. So, this one is. It's not that I don't play Genshin, of course I play it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds of latency. It's pretty good. So it's not that it's more like I'm planning to not jump in where I am with Where Winds Meet, and also jump in to expectedly play a few Souls-like games in the future, because this is the closest of a Souls-like. I mean, not this. This was the closest for a Soul to a Souls-like I ever played, but now Where Winds Meet takes that crown, and I think I should put that crown on an actual Souls-like game. I don't know which one will be. Not Dark Souls will be the first. Something different, but similar. Not Sekiro. It's a very difficult one. I think maybe Mortal Shells or what's it called? Steel Rising. Those two games are very appealing to me. And I have a few different games that can fit that category, but right now, why we are here is this story quest. However, you will need 5 calendar days for your quest experience. Please plan your time accordingly. Now what the freaking frick does that mean? Oh! I did not do these yet. I should. There's a new one for Venti, so I'm curious about that one as well. Not now, not yet. I have like 40 resin. Yeah, I've been doing the... let's just claim these quickly. Claim, yay. Claim, yay. So I will be doing probably just these two, not yet. I'm not streaming these because I'm not min-maxing, and that's the problem with the ones as well, with the Souls-like ones. Those are going to teach me, because Where Winds Meet teaches me a lot about dodging, parrying in the right time.
Oh, traveler from beyond this world, will you witness this tale unfold?
Alice?
Yeah, I was...
You recognized me just like that?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to work on my impression. Anywho, come to Star Sand Shoal. There's a little something I'd like your help with.
Well, it wouldn't be Clay's mom without a hefty dose of mystery, huh? Let's go see what this is about.
Yeah. So, first things first. I know quest, which I've seen from the distance. So it's again with the deer. That I was expecting that it won't be there anymore, but it's still there. So we're gonna start with that.
Hello, Miss Lauma.
Hmm.
Hi.
Hello, you two. Please allow me to inspect the little Rhymehorn deer once more.
Until now, it's the same.
Yes, it's doing a lot better now. I believe it can take care of itself.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna take it home? Right now? I mean, its leg just got better. I made a perfect protective brace for it, which I haven't gotten the deer to try on yet, but once we get that installed, it'll be able to jump higher than any others in its herd. And there's food, too. Nefa and I made lots of yummy food for the deer to take home because you're not gonna find anything as nice as Nefa's cooking in the forest, I guarantee it. And we also...
I know.
Can it stay here? Please?
Okay, so it's similar than the previous one, but now she's crying as well. And it's on its feet.
Of course. I'll let them know. It says, thank you so much, Aino and Nefa.
Huh?
Please don't be sad, or I'll cry too. Actually, I'm almost about to cry. But deer eyes get uncomfortable when we do.
Then, could you maybe not leave? I'll make you some super comfortable bedding and get you all the food you could ever want.
And I will take responsibility.
Yeah? Hmm?
It's asking you to go over and brush its fur.
Miss
Oh, that's a
Llama,
good
Are
interaction.
you certain you can find its herd?
If this deer had truly fallen off a cliff, as you say, then its family must have been working hard to find it.
Why not tell them that it's alright?
After I take it back, I'll first thoroughly investigate its past movement patterns, as well as the physical characteristics of the herd's leader. Although Nodcry's deer population is large and scattered, this simply makes success a question of time and effort, and of following the many intertwined clues to locate the herd.
Thank you. We will compile all the information we know and send it to you to aid in your search.
Then, will it be staying at the Frost Moon Scions for a while? Can I visit?
Of course. The doors of the Frost Moon Scions are forever open to you.
But it's still going to go home someday. I know how deer are. They don't stay in one spot for long, which means pretty soon I won't be able to find it again.
Well, then take care of the others
Yes,
as well.
it is best for the children of the wild to return to the wild.
There.
However, it will take some time to locate its herd. While it stays with the Scions, you may feel free to visit at any time. I'm sure the little one has many, many more things it wants to say to you.
Then I'll visit the Scions every Tuesday.
I mean, maybe won't take that long.
On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I've got to do maintenance on Nefa. And on Thursdays, I have to sort out the circuitry around here. So I'm only free on Tuesdays.
Of course. Feel free to visit whenever the urge strikes you. Unless anything out of the blue occurs, you may always find me near the Frost Moon Scions library.
All right, it's a promise. Let me think what else I need to tell you. Ah, right. I better write down everything you said. No, but there's so much I want to say and so little time.
I believe
You're
it will
taking the
be
time.
enough time to say your farewells.
You're taking the time to say that about the time instead of saying it. But whatever. We cannot even talk. Only to I know.
Take these snacks with you. And this hat I made with a Neffa. And, oh, right, your horns need some protective oil. Give me a minute.
The protective oil is with me, I know. Let me assist.
The nod in the background.
It says I'm so lucky to be friends with you.
Okay. So there is another thing. This one. I think I'm going to start with this one. Because it's something different. And I think this will be just a short introduction to something. Oh, I like it.
Whoa! This is way too many books! Considering this library organizing job was classified as a premium commission, Paimon came mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon. What brings you back to Mondstadt? Let
Hey.
me guess. You missed me so much, you just had to come visit. Is that it?
It's alright to me. Here for business, actually.
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things. Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance?
Pleased to meet you. We are the only ones here, so yeah. I don't know.
Ah, music
that
to
one.
my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us. Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection. There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. Troublesome, I know. So this wasn't an odd job I could trust to just anyone. And sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. It would take ages. All that to say, I'm very relieved to see you here. I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place, perhaps another time, yes?
Don't worry, just leave the commission to us.
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then, good luck in here. I'll leave you to it.
So that was it. It's going to be book sorting.
Finally! We made it to the last stack! What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? Oh, and Basics of Whopper Flower Cultivation. Who'd grow one of those, anyway? And what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And did we already sort this area? Did you notice it earlier?
No, and it's not on the list either. So it's a new book just appearing.
Huh. Well, witches always make Paimon think of, you know.
Alice. The book knows. Oh.
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Yeah, of course.
Alice? How did you get in here?
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh. Paimon knew that book had issues.
Have you ever read the storybook, The Little Witch and the Undying Fire by any chance?
I think so. First I've heard of it. Maybe I've heard of it, but I did not read, for
No
sure.
matter. At least in name, this book was written as a dictionary for the other one. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
Ugh, that explanation makes things even more confusing.
Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yes?
Nope.
Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation.
I mean, I heard about that one, it's just not that it comes from that exact time.
Well, waiting around for danger to descend upon the land
Relevant.
isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how M put it. Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place.
Sounds like a lot of work. So how do we factor in exactly?
Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary.
Just a second. Okay.
Striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against what dangers could lie ahead.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
I see what's going on here. I should have seen this come in.
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here, wasn't it? We had to spend ages sorting through them, you know?
Well,
Dear, I never could have imagined you would need to go to such trouble.
Uh-huh. Sure you didn't.
I mean, still, they had to be sorted out.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking any precautions. Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donated all those other books to the library. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends. And as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in. We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along, okay?
Okay.
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun!
Yay. So what's it gonna be about? Complete Witch's homework related quests to unlock additional talents for the corresponding characters. Certain character skills and constellation effects will also change. Well, each Witch's homework quest is focused on a specific character. Obtain the corresponding character and increase their level to level 70 to unlock their related quest. That means that I should have quite a few. Oh yeah, so I need to invite. And I do have all their constellations. This character is the constellation of 6. Are you sure you want to invite Fisher? You can only send an invitation once during this event. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm an old player. So then that means that it doesn't matter, because yeah, I got 5 of these, which I don't mind. It's just that's it. So yeah, so I don't have Albedo. That's the one who's missing. Except all, no, 1 by 1. Will I do that? But that means that these are, yeah, recommended quest. I guess I will do that soon. All the others are already there. Now I know a hidden one. Hidden anecdote. Hey! Oh! Finally! Okay, I'm gonna do that one. Just a quick look around. Because we should have a Kokomi one somewhere sometime. But right now it's this one. Oh, do I need that for a weapon? Talk to Lisa again. Oh, okay, so that one is not finished. What do I have at level 40? Yep, this is exactly what I should need to do, but the thing is that right now there is Stygian onslaught, so what? After completing Witch's homework of this world, Durin will become a Hexerei character. When the party includes at least 2 Hexerei characters, you will gain a Hexerei secret trait effect which enhances Hexerei characters. Secret trait increases all effects of the Ascension talent Light manifests of the Divine Calculus by 75%, except for duration. Durin's vaporized damage is increased by 40%, and so that will be like 70%. And this one 35%. Huh. Which means so Hark, Prince Nachtraben Oswadu Hrabna wins. He who has witnessed the fall of countless words. Sing now the star is septet for your sovereign, for this is the moment of deepest sin, when the gathered souls at the end of causality shatter the darkness of fate. Additionally, when Oz is on the field, party members will gain additional buff effects. After a nearby party member triggers an overload reaction, Fisher and other nearby active party members have their attack increased by 22.5% for 10 seconds. That's cool. After a nearby party member triggers an electrocharge or lunar charge reaction, Fisher and other nearby active party members have their elemental mastery increased by 90 for 10 seconds. And it's both. So this means a lot. And we still have more. Mona One of us amongst the ones. Okay, we're not doing that. Not reading all of them. There's even more. Yeah, Klee. I've been thinking of building Klee better. So I do have to do all of them in order to do that. Okay, so let's look at it again. Yeah, so okay, so many 5-star characters to be here. Interesting. Okay, so I do need to talk to Lisa first. Okay, I will return. I will return. I was too hasty to leave. Whoa.
Oh, you finished sorting already? That went much faster than I expected.
I mean, if you look around, it doesn't seem like we did a good job.
Now then, what would you like in return, cutie? You freed up my whole afternoon helping me with that. How about we spend it together?
I'd like to be paid. I'd like to ask about these books.
Ah, so you noticed too. Such strange names, and even stranger contents. Not to mention, this is the largest library in northern Tevat, and I didn't recognize a single title on the list. I just don't see how that's possible.
Huh. So we are basically in the northern part of Tevat. Not in the middle. Because I thought that we're somewhere in the middle.
Unless...
Actually, we just ran into...
Trouble, I presume? I think I'll steer clear if it's all the same to you. Besides, if a book exists in this world, then there's a place for them in this library. Better for them to remain here than end up in the hands of someone more suspect. Anyway, here's your payment. Thanks again for all the help.
Okay, so now it is finished, but let's take a look. Okay, no problem with that. Oh yeah, this is just for exiting here, but these are in Not Cry. Now these I will do, I think, when I gathered all the intel, so there will be an intel stream. Okay, I'm curious what she's been in Mondstadt already, right? I think she's been traveling, and that's that I know. Watch out. We should watch out. Okay, this is not good like this. Maybe. So I think a chibi character would work. Nahida. Diana is funny. Diana, I want to have Chichi there. Oh, it can be Klee. Yao Yao makes sense, I know. There's so many chibi characters now.
I will
Oh,
bring
there's
my
one missing.
notebook. I'll lead the way. Follow me.
Oh, they are too small. But still, this would make sense.
Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Come on, let's get a move on.
Nah, that doesn't make sense. Nah, it doesn't make sense with the others. I think maybe like this. Okay, maybe. Okay, this way.
Let's go
That grass.
somewhere cooler.
Alright. There needs to be something that click. Maybe not that far, but if she does something. Dangerous-ish.
These bombs, so heavy.
And she's going to try to look at Dodoko. That's the other one that she does.
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you?
Yeah, that's all. I don't know about this party. What should it be? Let's put Fisher there. Zhongli and... And who else? I know, Ylan.
Sure.
Funny party.
Prey escaped. No dinner today.
A most fortunate young lady you are, young lad you are. But why are you not voiced? One hopes you were not frightened. What's your name? Where do you live? Why are you out here playing in the wilds all alone despite your tender age? Do you not know what would happen and were you to be accosted by wild beasts?
My name is Razor. Home is here. So many questions. To answer, hard.
You are no child, yet you struggle to speak. A tragic past that few may unravel surrounds you, mayhap truly lamentable.
Hey, we meet again! So this is where your walk took you, huh? Oh, you're here too, Razor! This is Miss Xianyun, one of our friends from Liyue.
You know this child?
We do. Friends.
Maybe this was voiced when the saga after was still going on and because of the anecdotes were not like probably re-recorded, because this sounded more like old Paimon.
Yeah, we've known each other for a really long time.
And so this child crouched by a forest boar without an attending adult in sight. Monsters were roaming not far away, and the howling of wolves could be heard constantly. Truly a harrowing sight. If anything were to happen, one I cannot bear to imagine.
So, it sounds like you chased the boar away then. Feels like there might be a misunderstanding here. Oh, Razor must have been in the middle of hunting. He often catches forest boars around Wolvendom. You don't need to worry about him, Xianyun. He's really strong. It'll take way more than that to hurt him. Isn't that right, Razor?
Yes. Claws are very strong. Very good at hunting.
What? Hunting? Absurd. A youth of your years should spend their days growing up without worry, in the care of family. How did this...
Well, Razor was actually raised by a wolf pack, so he's learned to hunt, sleep, and live out in the wild, just like them. But don't worry, they absolutely do treat him like family.
Not only must him hunt on his own, but he eats and sleeps in the wild too. That simply will not do. He is still a growing boy. It is time to commence my return journey. Child, you shall come with me to Liyue Harbor. Leaving the rest aside, I shall ensure that you are fed and clothed. You seem quite physically capable as well, so in time, I shall also teach you how to defend yourself.
No, save me.
Uh-oh, did Paimon's mouth just make things worse? Hey, Traveler, you're up.
Actually, everyone in Mondstadt treats Razor really well. Razor himself loves living like this.
Mondstadt, lots of meat. So much that stomach gets round, full. Friends and Lupacol are there. Very warm. Very important to me. Teacher said that place where you feel warm is home.
Ah, teacher, child, do you mean to say you have mastered it?
Teacher teaches me to talk. Tiring. Difficult. But I am trying.
Oh, so your master also teaches you the art of communication then. a teacher is like a parent, I imagine, then that their intent was to let you own yourself alone. And it is true, the more a chick is cuddled as they grow, the greater the risk that they may not be able to fly on their own once they leave the nest. In this, I suspect that all who teach generally share the same concerns. I only hope that you will come to understand your master's intentions sooner rather than later. I think he knows the intentions very well, but I don't think he understood it. I may have been too hasty before. Why, even Ganyu and Shenhe stumbled often in their younger years. There was that one time when...
Public service announcement! Razor's hungry.
Am I?
Yeah, of course you are. Didn't the forest boar get frightened of and all? Not to worry, this is a simple matter to resolve. Just wait here a moment and leave the rest to my new and improved Supreme Cuisine machine. Since we had the fortune to meet here, why not enjoy dinner together and try some Liyue-style cuisine as well?
Say yes, Razor. That machine thingy makes super delicious top-tier stuff that only Adepti get to eat, you know? Anyway, it's super good.
It's called a Supreme Cuisine machine. Is such a name so hard to recall?
Dinner together. Thank you. I will finish it. If you need help, I will help.
You're welcome, child. Simply yet well-mannered. Your teacher has taught you well indeed. If you'd like, feel free to seek me out in Liyue Harbor. Bring your master along as well. My next generation cuisine machine should be complete by then as well. There will be many more dishes to try then. My lodgings are near Chihu Rock, with a nearby landmark being a miniature red leaf tree. The fork in the road most easily causes people to lose their way, but if you do get lost, you can ask the millet patrolling nearby for help. Did you get all that? Probably not.
Too hard.
Don't worry. We'll bring Razor along sometime, and we'll follow the smell of good food. That won't lead us astray.
The wearing of your mental machinations is audible, Paimon. But that is fine. Nothing charms me. Charms Shuyu so much about the mortal realm as a little hustle and bustle. We have an accord then. Yay. So that's another one down the drain. And now we're coming here. There's probably more, but this is one that I know about. I think it's enough just to enter. And maybe it's enough just to exit, but... Okay, we're not gonna fight anyway. No, he's not here. Maybe it has to be nighttime? Because I think these things are sometimes time sensitive. Huh. Or could it be that it wasn't this one? But I think it was right here. Okay, let me check maybe. Yeah, it was that one. Flynn was standing outside, so... Could it be that the party matters? I mean, then I shouldn't even start this one because it's definitely not the one. Alright, last try. Yep, he's not here. Okay, then that means that I should do these when they occur, because you know, otherwise I'm going to miss them all. Okie doke, so we should do the green one. And there's... Oh! The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to go quickly over and review those experiences? I don't think that I need... But that would be
Where
just
did we
like
come
a
from?
screen, right?
And where are we going?
Do I need to? Yeah, Simulanka. And then the changing. Okay, I don't think that I will read this. Important is that we did them.
Merciless.
What? What are those?
Oh, it's Durin!
What you doing?
Traveler in Paimon? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
But what are you doing?
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. We've had worse.
Is the abyssal power inside you acting up?
No, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that.
Then?
What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
I mean, this is a bit more concerning than how you painted out to be.
Well,
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born. Who are these?
So, she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you. I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
My mom?
You mean M? I mean, so because we have Anders' daughter, who is M, as far as I know. And what about Ryan's daughter? Huh.
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley.
But then, who is Ryandatter for? Because Ryandatter is the mother of Abedo. So the father is the same. You know, because they are brothers. They are considered as brothers. But because of the same way of they were born, or what does that mean then?
Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
Okay, open the book. The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths.
Whoa! What is this place? It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic after all.
Oh. Looks like a different... as if it was a different color. It was a darker green. Previously. Huh?
Aha! So it is Alice!
Hello, Aunt Alice?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
2.0? How are you talking like that? 2.0?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel, even for me.
I mean, people try to make sequels even though they are not reaching the heights of the first one.
But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
What's this?
It's the book we just saw.
This is your mother's dying wish.
My mother's dying wish was a book?
Or maybe its contents?
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret?
Huh? Messing up the ending.
Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
But I'm not sure who wrote it, not yet.
Oh, well, you're missing out. It's a wonderful book. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story.
Oh, I once tried to start a story like that with a guy, but he was so unhinged. He is so unhinged that he like every possibility he was about to break away from the storyline that we were going, you know, to be more surprising and whatnot. But it doesn't make sense if like So it was a fantasy story, but right off the bat, he decided to have a talking cat in it, and it was okay. That's not the kind of way that we wanted to make it. 3 people were there at the beginning, but the third one didn't even start to write anything in it. But the idea was cool. So we were like, we were planning to have a convergence in 3 words. That those 3 words were like 3 nations, and there was a crossboard, where all 3. A city where all 3 of them have met, all 3 nations, and it was so in that city peacefully lived together all three the people of all 3 nations. But then there was this convergence that happened that made it seem like they were separated words, but somehow connected. So people started to have a fight, from different nations have fights with each other. So there was this base, and we were trying to go. I mean, we were planning to go with that story, and right off the bat, from the first episode that the guy wrote, it was like nothing about that. It was about the cat and its master, and I was like, okay, I'm not saying that it's bad storyline. It's just, what does it have to do with anything that we were planning to do? Nothing, and it was disappointing, and it was left right there. So that was our plan, actually, that all writers have their nations written, and the other ones had to react. So that was the base for the chaos that it will bring. But we did not want to make a fairy tale, just a fantasy, which is a very different one. In a fantasy, a mythical one, the talking animals and whatnot are not really a good part of it. It might happen a little bit, but more like from some external cause, not like a natural. Yeah, I think it was also, even with Tolkien, it was very much on the borderline with that. That like the dragon Smoke could talk, or the ants were like those kind of creatures, but like there were no talking dogs, so it was more like a new kind of creatures, instead of creatures that were established in the world that they are not intelligent enough for talking, so that's different. Because right now, if a horse or a cat or a dog would be able to talk, they would be so stupid, very infant-like. So stupid in that way. Not, they could be clever for their measures, but it's again different when for example, a person is changed by magic into a cat, and still has the intelligence of a person, or a human, then that would work. But with a cat, with a magic, that even when there is magic that would allow the cat to talk like humans, then they would be very infant-like. If there was like magic that allows the cat to be born, has always been able to talk and gather that kind of intelligence, again, that's basically explained, but still like walks on that edge, on that border that would allow it to differentiate from the fairy tale, but probably not that one. That wouldn't work. So like kids books and whatnot, where the dialogues are very childlike. They're like a talking dog would work, or like dreamlike words. Yeah, that's an interesting border, but I tend to pay attention to that. You know, it again, it's different when like an object like a sword would have a magic that would trap a soul inside a sword, and that way it would be able to talk telepathically or something. Like the ring is a very good the One Ring is a very good example for that, because it had its own will, but it wasn't like a person. So it had the ambitions and motivations of Sauron, but it wasn't Sauron himself in there, you know. So you see the difference, maybe. Huh? Okay, I'm babbling, but I think it's an interesting way to put it.
I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. Em was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up. But by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, Em had passed away. Oh, it was a terrible shame. A true tragedy.
So it wasn't wrapped up. Now what I see here, now her ears are coming from this way, so her ears should be here-ish, which is very much in front of her face. I would expect ears to be somewhere here.
And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story unfinished.
Yeah, just as I said, or messed up. That makes sense.
But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. She made me promise that I would bring it to you, because she believed the only person who could resolve this regret is you.
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
You could say that.
And I guess resolving the regret means finishing the story?
That's one way to put it.
Oh, is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Yeah, I was just about to think that.
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
Oh.
Fine, we'll make do with the breadcrumbs. It's hardly the first time you've strung us along like this.
Just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
I understand. But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
Relax. Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers? With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
So that's why we're here. Yeah, well, I'm happy to help.
Yeah. If it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah, let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing.
By the
We
way,
could
yeah.
even get some snacks, too.
I just realized that this might not be the same book. Oh, okay. It's getting cold in here, so I'm putting up my robe to protect myself from getting cold. Getting cozy and whatnot. There.
Ooh, the actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book.
It's a big one like Paimon.
Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secrets.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
Em left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll find them. Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
Huh? But why? Will they understand what they see?
And this is...
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink Em left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it.
How very magical.
It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
So, we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
Uh-huh.
It just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. Em was ever so creative when it came to things like that. Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
And we're here to help.
Yep. With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know. Ah, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
How will we find you?
Yeah. Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm scratching my back somewhere. It's hard to reach. Oh, there. Ah. Okay, that was needed. Ah.
All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
Alright, so we are already inside. Was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
Oh, here we are again. Alice this magic really is incredible, huh?
Let's take a look at this book.
Right. Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues.
Huh?
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past. There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold.
Actually, I put the music a bit more on the front.
Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be?
Obviously, it's the Mondstadt Library.
Hey, you might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
Of course.
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two of you along on such a long journey.
I mean, we can teleport.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours. Come on, let's go!
Yep. The magic known as storytelling. Look how easy it is to get there. Higher. Why does it say higher?
Back in the Mondstadt library, huh? Talk about a trip down memory lane.
We've just been here. It's been a while. Feels like we were here just yesterday. It feels like we've been here today.
So we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What?
Well, we're in a
Oh,
library,
sorry.
so it's gotta be books, right?
So we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Mm-hmm.
Making a racket in a library? You should know better than that.
Lisa! Oh, sorry about that.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
But be hard a little.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once.
So Lisa's been mentoring you? When did that happen?
Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand. I figured, if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
He was born second or third time or fourth time somewhere here.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you need to borrow some books?
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh?
Oh? Are we allowed to show it to everyone?
Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation.
Ah.
That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog.
Ah.
Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then, a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Uh-huh.
Seriously?
Yeah, it sounds like Alice.
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things. Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after.
It's very possible.
According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
Okay. Verses.
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing?
Lisa makes of it.
Okay. Up here. Hey, the boar princess.
Let's hang on to this one for now. Could be one of the ones we're looking for. It's one of M's after all.
Okay, let's take a look down there. Oh, we have more. Okay. Hey, Syed. What up? Okay, so it's...
An experiment log. Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book.
Second strongest spell in existence?
Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show Klee. Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious. Huh. There's definitely something fishy about this one.
Fishy. Jumpy Dumpty.
Wait, did Klee write this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa.
I think that was it.
Well, did you manage to find them?
Yeah, we found 5. Jumpty Dumpty?
Well, it definitely shouldn't be here. But I'd highly doubt it's one of the books you're looking for.
Why is that?
Because this is something Klee wrote. It's a compilation of all the best fish blasting spots around Mondstadt, as well as the most convenient places to stash her new Jumpy Dumpties. Of course, there's no way she'd get away with keeping a book like that in her bag. And she'd be in big, big trouble if Jean were to find out. Not only would the book itself be confiscated, but she'd be looking at a whole day in solitary confinement at the very least. Somehow, she figured out that the best place to hide it was right here. No place like a forest for hiding trees, huh? Now, every time it gets confiscated, she just writes a new one and sneaks it back in.
Guess it's a restricted book in its own way.
Yes. So thanks for helping me find it. I'll finally be able to hand it over to Jean.
Alright.
Well, did you manage to find them?
Well... The boar princess?
Well, this book has quite an obvious connection with that mage, considering she was the one who wrote it. But as one of the library's classics, its presence here is hardly unusual. It really is a must-read, so if you haven't read it yet, that's your homework, cutie.
I read it, that one.
Well, did you manage to find them?
Second strongest spell?
Truly extraordinary, and certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about it.
So, it's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried. The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
So Alice knew that Klee will be dangerous.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early would spoil the surprise.
Ah.
Well, did you manage to find them? Huh. This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we could tell just from reading the title.
Then there's one book missing here.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters.
But then this has an origin from Albedo as well.
Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Really? Definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still, if that maid read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage to find them?
And the verses?
Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
Huh. But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes?
Yeah.
500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
We know about that
We're
one.
talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends.
Huh.
But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads, but this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
Well, it seems like it was more like a prophecy.
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer. Well, would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that, I wonder?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, I thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying it actually exists?
It makes sense.
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Off you go.
We've gathered all the reference books. What's next?
Put them in order.
Wait, look!
Huh? Okay. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie. Birth.
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended.
And we know that
No,
that's the same in Sri
that
Lanka.
won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking.
It should be used to adorn his cradle. Wisp of woodland air, trace of palatial splendor.
At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a wisp of woodland air. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Whoa! We're actually inside the story!
Huh.
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
Oh, and she is? That was the opening we just heard, right? Sounds like the story is about Durin.
Yeah!
A story about me?
Why don't we just see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
Okay.
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
Whoa! That came out of nowhere! Was that the same voice we heard just now?
Sounds like the story even has its own narrator.
Yeah. But why does it sound so familiar?
Because it's Barbelos.
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You mean... Em? She used to tell you stories?
Yeah, she loved it. Back when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Oh! Is that a hint?
Let's follow her suggestions for now.
Yeah, I agree.
Aren't we going to even talk to?
This Dodoko doll is meant to be the witch in the story, right? Wait a second. All the people we've seen that look like that turned out to be mages from the Hexenzirkel. Do you think the witch in this story is one of them too?
Huh?
My mother had a hat just like this.
So it's not Barbelos.
Then, the witch must be M. Looks like this story really is about Durin, huh?
Whether the sprite spoke true or not, it had little bearing on the story at hand. For in that moment, what mattered most was not that she was a witch, but a mother waiting for her child to hatch.
Let's keep looking.
So are we going to enter here?
This must be the dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all adds up.
I'm curious about the seeds were mentioned, because we know that seeds can be sent back in time. Not just like a flashback or something, but more like actually influence the past.
This is my story, isn't it?
Sure, looks like it.
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
And how do we do that?
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
I mean, that would be comfortable for it.
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales, it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Huh, you kinda have a point there.
Wanna give it a try, Durin?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
After Durin releases his elemental skill, binary form, convergence and division, both his elemental skill and normal attack will be converted into special forms. Casting the special elemental skill Transmutation Confirmation of Purity will turn his next elemental burst into a Principle of Purity as the light shifts, manifesting his power in the form of a dragon of a white flame. Casting the special normal attack Transmutation Denial of Darkness will turn his next elemental burst into Principle of Darkness as the Star Smother, manifesting his power in the form of Dragon of Dark Decay.
I still have so much to learn about human interactions, like where should I put my hands when I'm nervous? I just really want to make friends with everyone. The story has only just begun!
Let every unborn life be welcomed with tender anticipation, and may that warmth stay with it for a lifetime.
I guess I need to do it this way. I thought that it was like either or.
Under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell. No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so, just like the witch who created that evil dragon. But I promise you this, your birth was wanted. You are loved, and you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for bringing me into this world.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side. Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life. Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
And where does it go? There, a witch once spent a sleepless night and all to bring forth a story yet untold.
Wait, isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world. Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter?
So it is Durin's story after all, or at least a window into the past.
Yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet? Durin broke free from the curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon.
Maybe there will be some clues in the following chapters. I mean, there was nothing like conflict yet. So there has to be a conflict that has to be resolved.
True. Everything's always so mysterious with these mages. Guess all we can do is wait for more clues.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey, that's Alice's voice.
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create. Have fun, dearies. Toodles!
Oh, man. Paimon was so ready to knock this out in one go.
And that's what I was thinking about, that this story needs in real life time to go on, basically.
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner or later, we'll end up being whisked off to another world again, and if that happens, who knows when we'll be able to come back. So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break.
Huh. Yes, now is a good time to, now's as a good time as any, yeah.
Yeah. Paimon has a sudden craving for the good hunter's sticky honey roast. And we happen to be in Mondstadt, so...
So let's meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway.
Uh-huh. Wait for the book to reveal hints for the next chapter. Step back into the story. Yeah, leave the story world. Okay, so this does not give anything.
Aunt Alice said we can return to the story world at any time. If you feel like checking it out again, just come find me.
It's okay, but... in 9 hours. At least it tells you. So yeah, it's a day-by-day basis. Yeah, that's... I didn't want to sit. Okay, what else can I do? I don't know which one uses it. Because before that, this wasn't. wasn't shown that way. Okay, so what I can do is these ones. We're almost 2 hours in, but I'm curious. So for this, I guess the recommended quest is there. I think let's start with 20. How long can these be? So we're just testing. Just testing it. So, what up?
I'll take that as a yes then.
Talking tisztelet? 20?
Ah, finally, you're here! Do you have a message for me from someone by any chance?
Message? Actually,
There's not a single prophecy about you in that dictionary. That's what you were about to say, right?
yeah, the mages wanted me to come see you anyway, though.
Oh? One moment then. Your curiosity seems as strong as ever, Barbeloth.
Oh.
Alas, my future will have to remain absent from your dictionary.
Huh.
The wind may be happy to let dandelions trace its form and have poets sing it into verse, but to be contained is hardly its nature. So, dear Barbeloth, please do set your pen down. Words heard on the wind are not meant to be recorded on the page. If you're truly interested in this legend, allow me to fashion it into a poem. I'll be sure to share it with you ladies at our next tea party.
Barbeloth, she...
Barbeloth has always been a reasonable person, and I believe she heard my request. As such, our conversation should be free from interruptions for now.
Wait! Barbeloth was listening in just now? Paimon didn't notice a thing!
Huh?
Well, she is a Hex and Circle mage. They all have quite a few tricks up their sleeves.
Still, you noticed right away and even got her to leave us alone. Doesn't that make you the real master at cards here?
Paimon is trying to figure out what is going on behind.
Given the various practical factors at play, I'd call myself a master with limits.
There you go, being all secretive again. Well, anyway, there wasn't a single thing about you in that dictionary.
Yeah, she just told me to come here and wait.
You being here is enough. Barbeloth's prophecy concerning me may be incomplete, but it's not incorrect. There's something I need to do, and I could indeed use your help.
What is it? You can count on me.
Trusty as always. In that case, could you play a song with me later?
I mean, sure, but is that all you need to, me to do?
Yep, that's all. But don't worry, this isn't a performance to decide the fate of some consequential event. It's just a duet between friends. The last time I played this song, the howling gale was my sole audience, and the notes scattered in all directions, leaving only fragments of the melody behind. But now, with a friend like you by my side, why should the wind alone bear witness to this music? Besides, I think my hands will be just that much steadier, playing alongside a trusty friend like you.
I play the best I can.
That's all I ask. Now, let's head to the performance venue. If we follow the breeze, we'll be there in no time. All right, let's get going. Just relax and let the wind lead the way.
Yeah. You'll be there in a sec. And I like the sightseeing.
No need to hold your breath. In and out. Easy does it.
Are we going to the island?
I let the birds know we would be coming, so we won't run into them.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's just a little ocean spray. You won't get soaked. Ah, the delightful sea breeze. Go on, breathe it in.
Okay, there's the last one.
We're almost there.
There. Or just the exit. Looks like a wind anus. Yahoo!
Huh. This island looks kind of familiar.
Yeah, we've been here. This island, is it special?
Not always. It was once an isle like any other. An ordinary, unassuming aggregation of sand and gravel. That is, until seeds of stories were brought here by the wind and cultivated by time. And in due course, the wind brought forth new tales, and time caused them to grow into legends. So with that, allow me to welcome you in truth to this island favored by time, traveler. This is the place where time and wind met in the distant past.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You suddenly sound so serious, Tone Deaf Bard. Paimon's not sure she's following this conversation anymore either.
I mean, he's talking about Istaroth.
Fret not, dear Paimon. The best stories always start with a bit of suspense and intrigue. I told you about this before, remember? About how I encountered Time at the Thousand Winds Temple and received some help?
Yeah.
Well, it was because of Time's help that those first winds of freedom were able to blow so strongly. But forceful gales like that are most suited to wiping things clean, not helping things grow.
Huh.
So, after a few crises in Mondstadt were resolved, I made the winds gentler. Just strong enough to bolster the people in times of need without knocking them off their feet.
So we're here now to do what exactly?
Shadows gather in the distance. I'm sure you felt it too. I've heard about the Pyro Archon's face-off with the ruler of death, Renova, and what happened to the Fatui Harbinger, the captain.
Okay. I'm glad that we are here. Okay. So what is what you want to say about it?
And that's not even mentioning how abyssal activity has been encroaching closer and closer to Mondstadt. I fear the impending crisis may be beyond what humans alone can solve. In light of that, I need to be prepared.
The Archon is returning.
It is the Animal Archon's duty to intervene in times of need. As such, I, Barbados, will bring forth a wind strong enough to disperse whatever storm lies ahead. But if I whip up a gale of such strength in Mondstadt City, it would just turn the place upside down. Clothes, hats, the flowers that rest on people's balconies. That's why I chose to do it here. The place where I once offered an ode to time. Who knows? Perhaps time shows this island special favor precisely on account of my lovely, lovely music.
Wait, so is this place really that special? It sure doesn't look like it.
I mean, sure it does.
There's a tide that ebbs and flows, and a bunch of birds that come and go. It just seems normal.
Time's impact on things isn't limited to what the eye can see. Think of it like a ripe sunsetia. If the outer peel remains intact, it's nearly impossible for the average person to tell whether the fruit inside is ripe.
Huh, the fake sky. He's talking about the fake sky, I guess.
But even the tiniest hole in said peel will cause the fruit to rot, starting from that spot. Nestled in the hands of time, not one blemish marks this island's peel. Thus, time's influence on its very essence remains hidden to all.
Are we the spot where it started to rot? I mean, Tebat's story.
At the most fundamental level, of course. All things that lack time's favor will be erased at some point. But with the power that remains here, I can leverage time to draw a boundary around the wind. That way, the outside world won't notice a thing, no matter how powerful of a gale I whip up here. Of course, as the one requesting help, I should offer something in return. That's why I invited you here, Traveler, so we could perform an ode to time together. Just let me know when you're ready. Oh, and I can lend you an instrument if you need one.
Well, we do have. I'm ready.
Great. Let's get started.
Okay. Go to instrument settings. Oh, okay. So we're going until J and until M. Show pitch keys, show notation, receive invalid. I don't think I want this. Okay. That was all.
Ah, looks like our music has moved some in our audience to step on stage.
Huh?
But
You're looking
that's
at.
against concert rules, so let's usher them out.
Okay, that's where we come in.
Music, of course. But for now, I'm going to have you leave the premises. Gotcha. All right, that should do it. That was an exquisite performance, Traveler. Thank you.
That power you unleashed just now.
Ah, don't worry. That power was mine and mine alone. No external help was involved. Think of it like tuning a musical instrument so that it might play melodies lovelier still.
Ha! So you do have some tricks up your sleeve. What else are you hiding, huh?
Oh, Paimon. How many tricks could I possibly have? I only have 2 sleeves, after all.
You know that's not what Paimon meant, tone-deaf bard.
I have a feeling the wind is gonna be pretty strong today. We should head back to Mondstadt and tell people to hold on to their hats.
Homework complete. Okay, so they are not super long. Is there going to be a return trip for us or anything? Is that Inazuma? Or... That will be Inazuma, right? Yeah. We see this one in the distance. If that is Inazuma. Yeah, we barely see anything about from Mondstadt. But still, that is strong. You can only see Star Snatch Cliff. Okay. I mean, actually, I could do it that way that I already go to the next one. Should I go with Klee now? Maybe we will see them meet. Ah, that would be so cool. Okay, let's see that. I mean, okay. I started it, but let's see how many of those do we have. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I can do. If we go day by day, then that means that I will I think with the Durin story, that might take up 5 days. We've done 1. Second day, third day, fourth, without Albedo, but still fourth. I just want to, like, because there will be a 5th one, but when the 5th one will be out there, I will be able to do the inter stories. So right now I'm going to do the Klee one, and that's it for today. And I will put the others next to the Durin ones. So there will be a bit longer streams. Where do I need to go? It doesn't track, huh? Nope, the other one.
Dodoko. Hey there, Klee!
This honorary knight, Paimon! Dodoko needs help. Mom said you were coming, but I didn't know it'd be so soon.
Dodoko needs help? Oh,
Huh?
for Pete's sake! Is that the task?
Of course.
What? No, for Klee's sake. And for Dodoko, too.
No, Paimon knows that. She was asking about the task. You know what that is, right? It's like
A task. It's something that needs doing. Huh?
Thank you, honorary knight of obvious.
Okay.
Anyway, a task is... why is it so hard to describe? It's like... helping Dodoko. Yeah, that's a task.
Oh, thanks, Paimon. That kind of makes more sense, although not really.
It does. It only does.
Anyway, let's go help Dodoko now.
Hold on. What kind of help does Dodoko need?
Oh, right. Well, every
Dodoko's gotta find a red four-leaf clover to become a super special Dodoko.
Oh, really?
Then, Dodoko needs to become friends with lots of people and can make it through the Dodo King's trial. Once that's done, she can then become a super awesome Dodo Sorcerer! That's what Mom said anyway.
Haha.
Huh. A Dodo King being in charge of a Dodo Sorcerer. Makes sense, actually. But specifically, what do we need to do? No idea.
No idea.
But Mom said that you two would tell me. Right. Well, let's have a look at this book then. Oh, there's a note inside it. Huh. Let's see what it says. At the first stage of the trial, Dodoko arrived in a forest of whispering leaves. There, past layer upon layer of hurdles, a secret lay buried, waiting to be uncovered. Seems like part of a story about Dodoko. Oh, I know where that forest is. It's where I go to blast... where I go to play a lot. Come on, everyone. Follow me. All right, let's go.
Whispering Woods is not far.
Merciless. Fearless. Merciless.
What? Was there a crab here? I didn't think crabs are here. Not in Mondstadt, but actually here. Oh, I did pick these apples daily back in the day. Wait a second. What you guys doing here?
What's with all the weird stuff around here? And why are there so many hilichurls? Huh. Maybe the hilichurls brought it all here. Oh, I bet this is where we find the turtles. Close, but the note said hurdles, not turtles. And whatever we're looking for is supposed to be buried past all the hurdles. Are there any other clues around? Is there no dodo device to help us out here? Nope.
Nope.
What should we do then? Mom says the best thing to do when you run into a problem is to try and fix it.
Then let us be rid of these hurdles. Yeah. Alright. Clear the turtles.
Get to work. Annihilate.
Alright, that's the hilichurls and barriers all taken care of. And we didn't set the forest on fire.
Yeah, because I used cryo.
I was extra careful with Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, okay, I wasn't careful with that.
I've been getting sent to confinement less and less these days. Nice job, Clee. Maybe sometime soon, You won't have to go at all.
Well, if Master Jean would just let Klee blow the confinement room
That's not really what Paimon had in mind. Wait, what about the trial? Did we learn anything new?
Yep, I found this in the hole Jumpy Dumpty created after exploding.
Uh-huh.
Huh, another note.
Yup, and it's Mom's handwriting again.
Now then, Dodoko may or may not have blasted all the hurdles away, though the most direct approach is sometimes the most elegant one. Either way, thus did Dodoko make it to the second stage of the trial, which, coincidentally, was also the final stage. Even the most energetic of children need to pace themselves after all. So, Dodoko proceeded to the banks of a lake of fallen stars, passed the final trial, and obtained her reward. But could things really be that simple? Huh. A lake of fallen stars. That must be Starfell Lake! Let's go see what we can find!
Yep.
Alright!
That's the first
Super curious about what this reward's gonna be.
statue that we visited,
Awesome treasure!
I think. Yep.
Merciless. Ooh, it's a chest!
It's already blown up.
The final treasure must be inside this thing!
Klee, would you do honors?
You got it! Me and Dodoko will get it open, no problem.
Whoa, wait a second! Monsters incoming!
Guess it's not going to be that simple after all.
They want to steal Dodoko's treasure, I just know it! Let's kick them out! Then we can open the box.
Show no mercy!
Oh. Yeah, they are removed. I forgot.
Fulfill our pact!
Phew, that's that. The note implied things wouldn't be that simple. Guess it was because of those monsters.
But that means we passed the trial!
Yay.
Yep. Now then, let's check out what's in this box.
Oh, it's...
A hat.
A tiny hat?
a hat for Dodoko! In the Dodo clan, only the awesomest and bestest Dodokos in the land can earn the acknowledgement of the Dodo King. Their job is to help out and protect all the other Dodokos so the Dodo King gives them a special hat. That way, the other Dodokos will recognize them and know who they can go to for help.
So that's the what the Hexen Circle is.
Oh. So now your Dodoko is one of these special Dodokos with a hat.
Exactly. The hat makes Dodoko a Dodo sorcerer now. She can use special spark magic to help even more people.
Klee? The
Uh-huh.
Knights have informed me about explosions being heard from the forest outside the city.
Miss Anarunai, Paimon, a little help
natural camp over there, and a bunch of slimes, too. Plus, we were working on Klee's task.
That's right.
And as for the fish over here?
You haven't seen the slimes and the abyssal mages.
I might have blasted them, but because there were monsters in the lake, I didn't do it on purpose. It's not like those other times.
I see. I take it those other times were on purpose then?
Hehe.
They weren't not on purpose.
I noticed the destroyed camp on the way here, and I saw the monsters fleeing along the shore of Starfell Lake. Am I correct in assuming that's all the damage, Traveler?
The rest was Paimon's doing. That's all the damage I have to go with.
Yeah, you know Paimon. Clearing out monsters with a single punch. Ha! She's just awesome like that.
She's going with it. Finally.
Klee, come with me. Let's head back.
Oh, is it confinement for Klee again?
Well, the Traveler's vouching for you, so I suppose your punishment will just have to be a meal at the Good Hunter. You've been out and about all day. I'm sure you must be hungry.
You're the best, Master Jean.
You two are more than welcome to join as well.
Well, what will be our excuse? Oh no.
Paimon's been craving some sweet madame.
Jean treats you, Paimon, and Klee to a meal at the Good Hunter. Blah blah blah. Okay then, so let's activate. Oh, so it's activated on its own. Alright. Okay, where is the storm? After completing secret, right? Countless colors, creating a huge storm that sucks in the opponents. Okay. While the storm created by the elemental burst wind's Grand Ode is active for 4 seconds after a nearby active character triggers a swirl reaction, that character's damage is increased by 50%, and when this storm deals 135% of its original damage. So it's 35% more. Oh, okay. So it's just more damage. And Klee. When Klee deals damage with normal attacks, elemental skills or elemental bursts, and she gains 1 boom badge that lasts 20 seconds. Each type of attack can grant at the most 1 boom badge this way, and each badge has its own independent timer. While Klee has 1, 2, 3 boom badges, her special charge attack Boom Boom Strike deals 115, 113, or 115, 50%, 130 or 150% of its original damage. So it's basically just a damage boost. But only for the charge attack. Okay then.
All things come to an end. Even time itself.
It would have been funny if she said that at the end of the Venti quest. But the thing is that, yeah, this is where today's stream is going to be ending. I don't know if I will play tomorrow, because I will be working in the next 3 days. But it could be that I'm taking the time just for the Durin quest. It seems like it wasn't long. It was like a bit over an hour only. So I would expect that it would be around an hour each. With these extras, it will be 1.5, 2 hours most. Maybe we will have some anecdotes in the meantime. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see that time, next time. Until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.